Am I before or after Wesley Snipes? Ah, man. My coolness just goes down by like 100%. Because he's the coolest man in the room. That's just the way it is.
I, however, seen Strike Back, so that counts.
Oh, thanks a lot. I appreciate that.
So what can you tell us about your character?
Man, so I play Alex Kane, the player. Alex Kane is he's an ex-FBI systems analyst. So he was the guy who would go in after the Marines or after the SEALs would go into a room, and he would analyze the situation, talk to the people that they captured. And he realized in some of the missions that he was on that he was a lot better if he was the guy with a gun, and if he was the guy, thank you, if he was the guy not asking the questions, but smashing down the door and pulling the trigger. So he kind of goes rogue. He doesn't kind of, he absolutely goes rogue. He opens up a security firm in Vegas, and we find him working at the security firm in Vegas where the pilot starts. And he gets wrapped up in this high concept conspiracy by thwarting a kidnapping that is happening in Vegas. And in doing so, he gets basically totally entangled in Wesley Snipes and Charity Wakefield. He gets involved in their organization. Yeah, it's deep. It's got a lot of things going on.
What have you learned about Vegas high-tech security that you didn't know before?
I've learned through John Rogers, our writer, that there's a lot of things that are going on out there that we have, we basically have no idea. I've learned to turn my phone off when I go to bed. I've learned to watch my back when I walk into a restaurant.
That's scary.
It's incredible. Most of it is military-grade stuff. All this stuff, though, we live in the future. It's incredible. I mean, the fact that this goes straight on the internet, all this stuff is immediately streamable. We sat down at the in one of the rooms this morning and we viewed the pilot with everybody, and you could see people tweeting and people talking about it live time. Right now it's happening, and it's incredible to me. I came out of a theater background where there was immediate gratification on stage, and then you'd walk out and meet the audience. But it's like we're mixing the two worlds again. It's like we're doing sort of something on television that has taken 3 months to make months ago, and then you're also getting the immediate feedback globally as it happens. It's an incredible medium we're working in. It's really cool.
With that concept, do you feel like it also brings in smaller press, smaller fan groups? It gives everyone the access to really feel connected with you and the show.
You're absolutely right. And I think what's really encouraging about NBC doing this is I think that they have figured that out. After years of a pilot coming out and then it getting canned after 1 or 2 episodes. We're obviously keeping our fingers crossed that we get the numbers, but the numbers don't need to be huge nowadays. They just need to be there on a level that goes, these are fans of the show. Let's keep these people involved. Let's give them what they want, because you've been telling us what you want for years now. You want 10 hours. You want enough time to get involved in these people's lives, to figure out where they're coming from, and to make kind of assumptions with them as the character goes along in their day-to-day life. You guys have told us that for years, and it's nice that that's happening now. And you can also talk about it with your friends in London, your friends in Dubai, your friends all over the world. That's never happened before. So I love the fact that this is the reality of the business that we're in now. We can discuss this stuff on a global level. Yeah, it's cool.
Is it always in Las Vegas?
No, actually, I was, the premise of the show is Las Vegas. I mean, Las Vegas plays sort of another character in the show because it's this moving, breathing beast that Vegas is. I think there's going to be some episodes, though, where we bounce around the country. I think there's one in Hollywood. I think there's going to be some stuff in the middle of America, in the deserts, maybe in New York. My buddy Sullivan Stapleton has another NBC show called Blind Spot, so we're hoping for a little crossover. I don't know if we can get that in there, but that would be fun. We're hoping.
Does your character have an adversarial role with Wesley Snipes? In the trailer, it looked like you guys were fighting.
Yeah, he kicked my ass a couple times. Yeah, he's Alex he's got a complicated relationship with Mr. Johnson because of what he thinks Mr. Johnson did. I won't give anything away for the audience that hasn't seen the show, but Alex has nothing to lose. He's at a place in his life where he has to find answers. He doesn't care how he gets those answers, and he thinks Mr. Johnson is the person who's going to give them to him. So I think for Alex, it's a cat and mouse game for him where he's like, I need you, but I also don't like you very much. So I'm going to figure out how to play that. And as the episodes unfold, I think we're going to see those relationships just as we have to. They're going to get bigger and more broad, and we're going to see why they need each other.
Can I get a straight-on shot? Thanks.
Did you do any of your own stunts? You had some serious scene.
I did, yeah. I was very fortunate. A lot of the producers had seen Strike Back. They knew what we were capable of and what we, not only that we were capable of, but we really wanted to do it. So when we would do some stunts, I could see the producers on the back wall picking up their phone and calling Sony and NBC going, we got an actor on a motorbike doing wheelies in an abandoned hallway in a mall. It's okay, right? This is all right. So we got as much. I got to do as much as I was allowed to do, and we're going to keep pushing that boundary. We're going to keep pushing that envelope. We have Michael Bassett, who was the lead director on Strike Back for the last 2 seasons. We have him coming back to do some of the player. So he knows the formula for making that stuff work. He knows what I like to do as well, and how far he can push me. And so we're going to just try and grab what Strike Back did really well and throw it in front of a broader audience. And that audience is what NBC allows. They give us so much more. So we're excited to kind of really use that to our advantage.
Wesley Snipes, when he sat here, he looked like he likes to have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
How hard is it to get into character and play that serious role on set?
On set, Wesley's very serious. He's such a great actor. It wasn't hard at all, I guess is the answer, because he brings his game every take, every time. So as another actor walking into the room with him, the A game's going to be there, and you want to bring your A game because otherwise he'll walk all over you with his acting. He's amazing. He's a great guy to be in the room with. I had a lot of scenes with him and Charity Wakefield, and the sort of the three of us together in the space, the on